first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
56.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Cook running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And the Rams at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This defense for the Bills, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. Room past the 35. Across midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Allen going to change the look here. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That pass is caught by Hardy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Allen off the play fake. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, he currently stands second in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're second and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there. Open out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Allen on third. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This a 33-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Allen. And Davis with it left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now Allen again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run total.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown!
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Accelerating, and off he goes. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Allen going to change this at the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Allen. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bills. Deontay Hardy from 10 yards out. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And powering through at the 35. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Stafford now on second down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Back now in Los Angeles. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Now Allen going to change it up. Here's Cook again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and 3. A give up the middle to Akers. That is
brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 41 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got a man complete. Now 1st and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing, Allen. On the move to his left. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
To throw is Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one is right through. And that's going to tie the ball game at 34. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying,
there he goes, left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 125 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Like 22!
Throwing is Stafford. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Decision time now on fourth and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Flush to his right. That is caught. And he's brought down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. On the give, this is Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on first down with Akers. And a short gain here down to the 22. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a 3rd and 6. On the handoff, it's Akers. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Sly able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. and I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.